Yo, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and y'all got to be outside of y'all mind. I hear too many I'm sorry, I called you motherfuckers. I didn't mean to call you motherfuckers. I hear too many people talking about let go AJ Brown, trade AJ Brown. You know how many AJ Browns come in every now and again, every year? You know how many Deshaun Jacksons, AJ Browns, Terrell Owens, Randy Mosses come in a year? Chase Browns? Them are otherworldly talents. You don't get another one. It's crazy that we was able to get 3. Look, chill on it. Just chill on it. I think we're gonna get into why AJ Brown is taking way too much criticism. We're gonna get into why ain't nobody talking about Nick Sirianni. Ain't nobody, like, when I bring up Nick Sirianni, I get smashed. Nick Sirianni don't get no criticism at all. We done talked about Jalen, AJ, Kevin Petula, the offensive line before Nick. Nick don't get nothing? Nah, we're gonna talk about that. And I got the new head coach. I'm sorry, not the head coach. I got the new OC. I think we done figured out who the new OC is, and we're gonna talk about that. So, let's get into it.
Say I done fell so many times, but I got back up. I've been drugged through the mud, like it ain't been enough. I'm still going, 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 still going. And I done felt so much pain that I wanna give up, but I can't stop now, 'cause I've been through too much. I'm still going, 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 still going.
All right, so check it. AJ Brown, say what you want. He did have a bad game. Ain't nobody excusing it. How many of those do we get? I mean, if you look at some of the passes that he's done to now, like, y'all, the credit that's being, the criticism don't match the career. AJ Brown dropped 3 balls. Not in a big time game. If he'd have caught one of them, we might be in a different situation. Just caught one of them. But he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, when do we factor in all the balls he did catch? When do we factor in how good he was, or what he was trying to tell us beforehand? We was winning so much that nobody wanted to hear what he was talking about. They said he was a distraction. He just wanted the ball. He a distraction. Da, da, da. He was right. Ain't nobody talking about he was right, but Stephen A. Smith.
AJ Brown dropped those passes.
Yep.
You've been talking all year, and then the ball is in your hands in key situations at least 2 to 3 times.
Yeah.
And you dropped them. Okay? So when he throws a pinpoint pass and he puts it right in your hands. Now, here's the point. If you AJ Brown, you can come back, you can retort, yo, man, I wasn't even targeted after the first quarter until late in the game. Damn, I didn't touch the damn football. That's why I dropped it, because, you know what I'm saying, from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, you never threw me the damn ball. He can use that as an excuse. Nobody's buying it, but he can use that as an excuse. He walks out of the locker room after the game. Once again, professionalism. You cryptic quotes,
and you gone.
And then you go on. Now, you know, when you lose and you drop those passes, y'all lose a playoff game. But in fairness to him, he was also prophetic, because he was the first one to allude to the problems that existed with the Eagles. And he kept saying it and kept finding different ways to say it. And sure enough, chickens came home to roost in the playoff game. So again,
right,
we can talk about his class or lack thereof, professionalism, not talking to the media after, and then after all the noise you made all season long. But he wasn't wrong.
Okay.
What he was saying. So we got to take that into consideration.
All right.
And that's what I'm talking about.
He was right. We've been having problems with this offense. The year we had the Super Bowl, we went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. We still had a problem with the offense. Not the offense, but the passing game. Now, we got it together in that the conference finals. The conference finals and the Super Bowl. We put that shit together. But outside of those 2 games, and maybe the Steelers game, we weren't working with nothing. We weren't working with nothing. AJ Brown was frustrated that year too, because he know what it should look like. He know what it should look like. We know what it should look like, but we so caught up in the wins that we don't care until it happened. That'd be my thing with Nick Sirianni. Like, if you look at the collapse, we knew that was coming. We knew the collapse was coming. We was like, hey, we getting away with this. We getting away with that. We getting away with this. We getting away with that. Why does stuff got to beat us? We're one of the best teams in the NFL. I'm not going to say one. We are the best team in the NFL at shooting ourselves in the foot and ending up winning. That's a really good quality. You know what I'm saying? That means you can fix shit going along in the season. But if you don't fix it, then you get into the playoffs and you lose. Or you get into a big game and you lose. Why wait until that happens? That's my biggest thing with Nick Sirianni. He'll see something wrong and he'll say the same thing over and over and over and over again and say exactly like he trying to give us confidence. I feel like I'm getting pimped. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm getting pimped. When Nick Sirianni talks on the mic, I feel like I'm getting pimped. Then we'll see the same thing next week. Why my pimp doing me like this? Why is my pimp doing me like this? You can't fix none of this? And John Gruden got the same mindset. Let him talk about it.
When you watch the tape, it doesn't lie. It's very stagnant, very simple, not a lot of motions, not a lot of movement. If it was all on him, then yes, he should be fired. However, they do have an offensive head coach that could also say, hey, Kevin, let's put in some motions. Let's do this. Let's put in a shift. Let's move A.J. Brown around. Let's move Saquon Barkley out and empty and bring him back in. Draw a screen, whatever it might be. Do something. He was the head coach.
He was.
So why is he firing him? He fired Brian Johnson a couple years ago. Same situation. Then he hired Kellen Moore. They won the Super Bowl. Now he fires another guy. This is...
I mean, maybe people will listen to it if I'm not the one saying it. Because I've been saying this. Oh, we got to fix the turnovers. We got to fix the turnovers. And then we'll go in the next game and have a turnover. Oh, we got to fix the penalties. We got to fix the penalties. We'll start the next season with the same amount of penalties. Oh, we got to start a little faster. Stop getting behind the sticks. Yo, Kevin Patullo said in the interview, we ran the ball just to say we ran it. They ain't got no plan when it came to that offense. And then you got to vouch for it. Y'all be in the meetings. I know you in the meetings. You got to vouch for that. And you be like, okay, I'm not saying Nick Sirianni a bad coach because he does bring really good stuff to the table. It's just this part of it I don't like. I don't like the fact that we can have a problem from week 1 and that shit go all the way to week 16. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. All right, let's get to this OC, man. I'm hearing everything from Greg Roman. I actually looked at some Greg Roman film, and he owns something. The only problem with Greg Roman that I don't really like is we might have to give up a wide receiver because he only need one wide receiver. He only need one wide receiver because that's all the plays gonna go to that one wide receiver. Now, if that's AJ Brown, that's fine. I just don't feel like it's okay. It's cool for Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith take a lot of L's. He take a lot of L's in this offense on this team. Devontae Smith can go somewhere else and be the top dog, go to the Pro Bowl every year, and be submitting his name into a Hall of Fame. But he's here, and he sacrifices a lot to be here. He sacrifices a lot to be here because he should get number 1 targets and he ain't. When A.J. Brown getting number 1 targets, Devontae Smith ain't getting nothing. When Devontae Smith getting number 1 targets, A.J. Brown ain't getting nothing. So he sacrificed a lot. And then he ain't going to speak up when he ain't getting no targets. He ain't going to say nothing. He's just going to keep running routes. He's just going to keep running routes. So let me show you who I feel like might be the OC for next year.
Okay, let's announce it right now. Frank Reich is the next offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Who does Nick have great conversations with weekly?
Frank
That's
Reich.
with Frank. Who, by the way, I showed Xander a text message because I was kicking the hell. You know what I said? I said something like, this guy should be pulling a rickshaw, not driving a Ferrari. And I got a
That's great. I like that.
I got a text message from Frank going, "That's my guy." He said Kevin Patullo's is one of his guys. You know, that's one of my guys.
Uh-huh.
And I showed Xander that. Xander's like, and he got mad at me for doing that. He goes, "A rickshaw?" I go, "Yeah, the guy should be pulling a rickshaw, not driving a Ferrari offense."
Oh boy, now that seals it. He's coming. Okay, let's announce it right now. Frank Reich is the next offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles. Kevin Patullo stays on as the assistant to the assistant.
No, the passing game coordinator. No, they're
Yeah,
going to put him back. They're going to put him back in that role.
Oh, good. So the Eagles can be last in passing again. That'll be fun.
Again, yeah.
That's right, Frank Wright. Hey, I love for Frank Wright to come in here. Now, for right now, I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember what that 2017 offense looked like, but it was incredibly efficient. It was incredibly efficient. We didn't turn the ball over much. No, we didn't turn the ball over much. The defense wasn't even that good. It was just super efficient. Frank Wright is a brilliant offensive mind. Now, I think he's working at like a college or something like that. So he's available to do an OC job, but it depends on if he come. And from that video, sound like he wanted to, they feel like he gonna come. And if he come, man, I feel like we can make a lot of stuff happen with Frank Wright. Wheel routes. I know Jalen like to throw those wheel routes. And before I get out of here, man, I got one more thing to say before I get out of here. What about Nick Foles? Nick Foles is highly knowledgeable when it comes to the offenses and stuff like that. So what about Nick Foles? Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Give me some suggestions. That Brian Balder, was it DeBrian or whatever? The dude from the Giants. I heard he'll run the shit out you, and we don't need our quarterback and get hurt. So I'm a little off on that one. Let me know what y'all think. If you're not subscribed to the video, man, like, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.